My name is Raven. I live in a hut. My mama never tolerated any smut. My mama's a gypsy. Papa's the antique fanatic. I sing and I talk about diners because I've made it a habit. Hello, and welcome to episode 5 of Ms. Raven Digs the Diners. I am your host, of course. I am Ms. Raven. You can see I look a little different today. I don't have my usual curly locks, and I have gotten my hair done, and I have black, and I have orange. My lovely friend Kayla did it for me. It was originally supposed to be red and black, but it turned into this orange, so we're getting it fixed up on Sunday. But I happen to love it very much because it reminds me of a mixture of Toya Wilcox, John Lydon, and David Bowie when he was singing Starman on Top of the Pops. So that's what that orange reminds me of. I'm going to include a higher resolution photo of my hair so you could see the color better. Also, I would like you to see I am representing 3rd Street Vintage, which is on 3rd Street in Columbia, PA. It is an excellent vintage store run by 2 extremely excellent ladies, and they have a wonderful supply of vintage goods, including clothes, antiques. They even have dolls. I think I got a couple of dolls from them. But I'm steadily trying to build up my wardrobe with their items. I've been wanting to get out there, but I haven't been able to because of my schedule. Today we're going to be talking about the Columbia Family Restaurant, which is located at 3985 Columbia Avenue in Columbia, PA 17512. It is also known as the Columbia Family Restaurant at Prospect, as it says on their sign. It's because it is in a plaza called Prospect, and it's just right off of Prospect Road. So there's the Prospect for you. The very first time that I had gone to the Columbia Family Restaurant was with my father, and we went one evening after a long day doing whatever, I don't know, moving or work, not sure. But anyway, we decided to go there, and I had a Monte Cristo. I can't remember what he had, but we were very impressed with how simple the presentation was. It wasn't extreme or fancy. It was just you got your sandwich, which was the Monte Cristo that I had, and you had a pickle and some chips. I think I got my mother a pie, some kind of apple pie, but I didn't realize that it had nuts on top, and we're not really supposed to have nuts in the house due to many of us having peanut or tree nut allergies. I'm allergic to peanuts myself, but I'm able to have things like pistachios and almonds, and I think walnuts. So as long as I'm not eating peanuts, I'm okay. After running some errands and whatnot, it was time to try a new restaurant 3 years later. So this time, I was going with my dear boyfriend, and we finished our errands, and I asked him if he wanted to go to the Columbia Diner, which I covered in an earlier episode, or if he wanted to go to the Columbia Family Restaurant. We decided to go to a place where he had not been before. So we pulled in, we checked in, and we sat down, and of course the first thing I order is some Pepsi, and he orders a water with cucumber. And their Pepsi, I had cherry Pepsi. It was excellent, as was the service, and I just love the atmosphere. There wasn't a whole lot of people out there today, just some old-timers, and it was very quiet. My darling companion ordered a chopped steak with some peppers on top and some provolone cheese. I decided to try and see if Monte Cristo was still good, and this time I decided to add on some french fries with it. So, we placed our order, we hung out, we talked for a little bit, orders came, and the Monte Cristo was just as good as it always was. Well, always being the one time that I ate it 3 years ago. So it was deliciously golden, and the meat was very fresh. Like the cold cuts were fresh. So I thought that was very neat because honestly, I feel as if I haven't had truly fresh cold cuts at a restaurant in quite some time. I was impressed with that. The coleslaw was neat, And the French fries, they were good, typical standard diner fries. And I was also impressed with the pickles. Now, here's the thing about pickles, I don't like them. And sometimes when I go to a restaurant, they see that I don't eat a pickle, they kind of complain about it. Well, some places that shall not be named. Anyway, so I usually take the pickle home and I give it to somebody else. So these pickles, they reminded me of the pickles that my mom would get. So she usually gets these pickles in a huge can, and they're by Heinz. And I'm not sure what exactly they're called, I'm going to have to ask her. But they are cut so wonderfully thin, and they're very tasty. My sister likes to, I'm not sure if she wraps the bologna in the pickle or wraps the pickle in the bologna. Anyway, she does these little wraps, and it's an excellent midnight snack. So anyway, so it looked to me that the Columbia Family Restaurant were using these types of pickles. So I was very impressed with that. Although I did decide I'm going to take these pickles, I'm going to move them to the other side so that way they don't mix with the preserves that I'm about to put on my Monte Cristo. Because I didn't think I would like pickle juice on my French toast with the meat and the jam very much. The service was speedy, the food was excellent, and the restaurant was very clean, which is also a plus. If you ever find yourself in the Columbia area, please visit the Columbia Family Restaurant. They are open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m., and also on Sunday, and that's 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. So they do a little lunch, breakfast, brunch deal on that day. Also, if you are in the Columbia area, please check out 3rd Street Vintage, Kindred Collections, and Coffee and Cream. Also, check out Hinkle's and Cafe 301. Wonder who else I forgot to add. Just so many great places in Columbia. But if you go to Cafe 301, check out the Soul Rolls. They are fantastic. Usually in my videos, I like to close it by talking about some music that I'm listening to or anything that has to do with music, because music is honestly my life. So today I am reading a copy of Ginger Baker's autobiography, Hellraiser, which he wrote with his daughter, Jeanette, aka Nettie, who runs the official Ginger Baker page on Facebook. So this took a little while to get to me in the mail, because mail is slow, as you know. If you're in America, I'm not sure how it is anywhere else, but the mail is very slow here. And I didn't use Amazon Prime, so I just got it through Amazon, and it just took forever to come. Anyway, I'm a big Cream fan, and I am slowly getting into Ginger Baker's Air Force. My favorite song by Cream would have to be I Feel Free, which was released when they were The Cream in 1966. And I believe that it is such a wonderful, bouncy number, and I just feel it driving in my soul, and I could really connect with the one promo video that they did for it, but I don't think it really transcended and came over to the States. But it rocks, and so does Strange Brew. Another thing I would like to show you is this wonderful picture that my sister drew for me. As you can see, she has me with my brand new hair and some clothes to match, and it shows me being totally blissed out with the fact that I have this new hair. And honestly, she got it right, because this really gave me such a confidence boost and encouraged me to keep being myself and keep rolling along, as you should too.